Task management. Tasks are duties created and assigned to a user or group of users. The task contains a start and a finish date, and which forms the user needs to complete in order to fulfill the task. The task will also show up on a user's home page and may be opened from there. A task editor can assign a task or tasks to a group of users by selecting a user-defined role. Currently, a user-defined role is simply a method for grouping people together. Tasks can occur once, daily, weekly, or monthly, and have various start, end times, and reminder options. Task schedules may be edited, but only one task schedule can be used at a time. Accessing the Task tab. From the Automatic home page, click Manager. The Automatic Manager page appears. Select the appropriate group from the Current Groups panel. Click Tasks. The Task tab appears. Deselect the Tasks I Manage checkbox to view all tasks in that group. Task areas. Tasks have multiple sections that require entry when creating a task. General area. Area used to name, describe, and select the form associated to the task. Task name. Type the name of the task that will be seen on the schedule. Description. Type an explanation of what the task is. Task manager. Displays the name of the person assigning the task. Forms. Use this area to select the forms that will be filled out to complete the task. Assignment information. Area used to designate who is responsible for completing the task. These. Use this drop-down to select who will have to perform the task. Users. Choose this option to select individuals to complete the task. User-defined roles. Choose this option to select a group of users based on the user-defined role. Have a. Use this drop-down to select if one person or everyone will be responsible for completing this task. Individual. Choose this option if everyone must finish the task in order for the task to be counted as complete. Group. Choose this option if one person from each group is able to finish the task in order for the task to be counted as complete. Assigned users. This box displays all of the users or user-defined roles that need to complete the task. Time zone. Use this area to select whether the task due date and time is determined by the person the task is assigned to or a different time zone. In the assignee's time zone, use this option to have the time and date default to the time zone of the person the task is assigned to. In a specific time zone, use this option if you want to manually select a time zone that the task will use for its due date and time. Then select the time zone from the Time Zone drop-down menu. Inherit time zone. Check this box for the task assignment date and time to match the date and time of the parent group. Schedule. Area allowing users to view and create a new task schedule. Add schedule. Click this button to create a new schedule for the task. Recurrence pattern. Area used to determine if the task will occur once, daily, weekly, or monthly. Once. Use this option if the task occurs one time. You will also be able to select a start and end date for this task. Daily. Use this option if the task should be completed once a day. You will also be able to define how often the task will be assigned. Example, every 2 days or 4 days. Weekly. Use this option if the task will be due on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. You will then select which day of the week the task is due and if the task occurs every week or 2. Monthly. Use this option if the task will be completed once a month. Additional options allow you to select which date of the month or which day of the week and how often in months. Every month, every other month, etc. The task will need to be completed. Set deadline. Area used to set the compliant times for a task. Compliance determined by form start time. Use this option if the task counts as compliant based on the time the form is started. Form end time. Use this option if the task counts as compliant based on the time the form is completed. Occurs. One time. Use this option if the task will need to be completed one time on a scheduled date. Multiple times. Use this option if the task will need to be completed multiple times on the scheduled date. Deadline. Use this to set the task completion deadline. Start line. As soon as the previous reoccurrence is complete. Use this option if you want the next task assignment to begin once the last one is complete. Time. Use this option to set a specific time that the next task assignment will begin. Hours and minutes before the deadline. Use this option to specify how many minutes before the current task deadline that the new task will start. Effective date. Area used to determine the start and end dates of a task. Start date. Use this option to select the date the task will start. No end date. Use this option if the task does not have a specific end date. End date. Use this option to select the date the task will end. Reminder. Area used to set who and when users will receive email reminder messages pertaining to the task. Set a reminder to the At the Start line. Use this option to determine if the assignee and/or task manager will receive a reminder when the task starts. Hours before the deadline. Use this option to determine if the assignee and/or task manager will receive a reminder hours before the task deadline. At the deadline. Use this option to determine if the assignee and/or task manager will receive a reminder when the task ends. Searching for tasks. From the Task tab, type your search criteria and view located in the top right corner of the tab. You can search by either partial or full task names. Click Search. The screen refreshes and the search results appear in the Task tab. Editing a task. From the Task tab, click the task name to open. The task definition window opens. Click Edit to edit. Edit the appropriate information. You can edit the users, forms, and deadline for current published schedules. Preview assignments. See the task schedule you have chosen from the recurrence pattern to confirm this is the task schedule you want. You must install Microsoft Silverlight to view the preview. You'll be prompted once you click Preview Assignments for the first time. Click on the Install Microsoft Silverlight. Choose the option Run to download and choose Run again to install. Click Install Now. Once installation is successful, choose Close. Close the Open Preview Assignment window. The next time you choose Preview Assignments, the calendar will appear. The calendar will open in Month View, but you may also choose Day, Week, or Timeline as well. Your task will be named what you choose for the name and will span across the time frame of the recurrence schedule. When you roll over the task name, you will also see the name, start line, and deadline dates. Close the Preview Assignment window when done. Click Save to continue or click Cancel to exit without saving your changes. Adding a new task schedule. You can create a new recurrent schedule replacing the existing recurrent schedule only after the original task has been published. The effective date of the new schedule has to start in the future. If the current schedule does not have an expiration date, or if the expiration date is after the effective date of the new schedule, the existing schedule will be truncated. Once you save this new schedule, Automatic will determine if the expiration date for the current schedule is valid. From the Task tab, click on the task name to open. Task Definition window opens. Click Edit. Managing Schedules. You will see no start date, no end date until the task is first saved and revisited. You will see pending date time through date time until the task has started. You will see date time through date time for tasks that are currently open. You will see retired date time through date time for tasks where deadline has ended. Click Add Schedule. An alert window opens. Click OK. Make the changes to the recurrence pattern, deadline, effective date, and reminders, as well as changing the assigned forms or users if needed. Set the new schedule as needed, once daily, weekly, or monthly. Click Save to continue, or click Exit to exit without saving your changes. Deleting tasks. From the Task tab, select the checkbox beside the task you would like to delete. Click Delete. A confirmation window appears. Click Delete to continue, or click Cancel to exit without saving your changes.